morning and welcome to another week. And that was a very dramatic entrance on the music. Better stop that before I get done for copyright. Yeah, hang on, just pause that. Yeah, this week, as you can see, I'm out doing something in a field. Now, this is a field just down the road. You have seen this field before, but I'm now working for the new owners of this. I'm chain harrowing, so this is what we turn the chain harrows around for, and it is working. I did forget to bring my camera mount with me, but I will show you the chain harrows working in a soil field later, because we're going to do them re-go over where I had the disc cultivator with the chain harrows just to really crumble up the surface. But you can see behind me it's working pretty well. When I start coming up and down, it'll start putting stripes into it. We are going to roll this field afterwards. The reason for harrowing this field is to knock out any poaching marks from horses, level out any muck that's left, and just generally tear out a bit of thatch. What is thatch? That's what you put on your roof. So we've not got a roof here, but we have got thatch, which is when dead grass falls down in between live grass and kind of collects at the bottom. Really bad for your lawn. Stops the air circulation going around. So what do? We want to tear it out. You can do that at home with something as simple as a springtine. So you know you popped a little wheel in there. The rakes with the lots of spring tines on it, they bobble on the surface. Basically, this is doing exactly the same. It's bobbling along the surface, but it weighs a bit more than a rake does. As you can see there, now the comparison between that way and this way, it looks like it's quite harsh. It's not actually doing that much. It's just pulling up wet stuff, basically. It'll level out the field, and any poach marks, which is when a horse or an animal, sheep, cow, whatever it is, human, puts the foot in and it squidges out either side, and they sink into wet ground, it levels them out as well. So that's what I'm doing today. And you will, like I say, you'll see. I'll put the camera on the harrows later when I go to do the fields. It's a bit more spectacular with the soil as well. Grass, it just fills up with grass and bobbles over the surface. Obviously, soil, it kind of crumbles it all, and you get a really fine tilth behind it. See you later. Well, what a day it is. Look at that, absolutely beautiful sunshine. And it's warm as well, really warm. Which is where doing this chain harrowing is going to work well, because the chain harrow breaks up the surface and allows all the little grassy weeds that are growing, you see here, they'll all get smashed out and they'll dry off and they'll die, which is good. Which obviously, as we don't use any sprays or anything like that, it's fantastic, because normally you just spray it and use a semi-selective or a selective herbicide. If there's nothing in there, you use a broad spectrum, which would kind of kill off everything in the area that you want. So obviously this whole soil area behind me would be sprayed off, which gets rid of these green bits. Now, we don't do that, so we have to do other ways of doing it, and the chain harrow is one of them. By harrowing the surface, we're drying them weeds. So my weeder, which I've kind of made, is a very similar idea to the chain harrow, but just a lot smaller. So I'm going to put you on there somewhere at the back, so if it does fall off, it don't go underneath it, because I don't think that'd do my phone very good. And we'll do a couple of runs here and get some footage for you. I've done the front field. I got all that sorted. I've done obviously the grass field, that was nailed. Didn't take very long, didn't that, but it was pulling out quite a lot of stuff out of it. You can see how it wears. You know, this bit's gone shiny, this is all rusty. So we'll get it unfolded and go from there. Your turn. All right. apologies about the camera being a bit wobbly. I don't know why it's wobbling so much over there. What's this thing on the back? I hear you say that is a muck spreader. So I'm heading to spread the muck on my field. Yeah, there's not really much more than that. This is Marshall's Vesuvius. It used to be owned by our farm, well, the Keller farm, the one that I work at. And then it was sold to someone with a really great kind of like agreement that we can borrow it back when we need. So obviously I need to spread some muck. And this is a rear exiting type. So there's two big rotors on the back, like vertical rotors, which spin. They're PTO driven. And then all the rest of it is hydraulics. So that bit you can see stuck out behind me just there. That is a big ram which pushes the headboard down the trailer, and that pushes the muck onto these spinning rotors, which throws it everywhere. So I'm going to try and put the drone up as well once I'm back and get some footage of this going. So I'm just getting to the road, so I'm going to stop you and I will see you when I'm back in the field. So just whilst I go to get the telehandler to load it, this is a muck spreader. As I say, it's side exiting, so this is the business end. These spin around. That's the big slidey door which lifts up to allow the poo to come this way. As I say, there's that big ram at the front, so that then just feeds it through into these rotors. These spin it up and throw it out. You'll see that bit on the drone. And this is the stuff which I'm spreading. All these piles, so I'm going to mix them all up a bit with the handler first. Because there's bits of what's in there, horse muck, chicken muck, compost, and I think that's about it. Yeah, so there's a bit of all sorts in there, and we'll go spread that down the field. So go get the telehandler and get the drone as well. Good morning, and it is Saturday, end of the week, and I've been a little shy on the videos these last couple of days because I've just got a little touch of the flu, so I'm not talking very well. I've got a hockey match today, which is against the top of the league, and we're kind of somewhere around the bottom of the league, so that's going to be an interesting one. Thankfully I'm a goalkeeper, so I don't have to move around too much. Just had a bit of a tidy up in here and sorting out, bar in the way. Yeah, getting bits and pieces ready. And look at all the trays. There's another 5 of these down at the field still as well. So plenty of stuff ready to go in. All those pumpkin seeds are here now. The sunflower seeds are on their way as well. So yeah, it's going to get a little bit busy soon. Thank you so much for likes, subscribes and follows. It really means a lot. And hopefully I'll be able to talk a bit better next week and can continue with the videos. Thank you so much. Take care.